Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. I'm here at Silver Dollar City, and I'm joined by Kelly Utzler, the visual design manager here for the Harvest Festival. You guys, I just want to note there are 16,000 pumpkins here. Kelly, where do you even begin when the Harvest Festival, you're in the planning stages, where do you even begin to visualize transforming this space?
Well, we start with what we want the end result. We start with the end in mind, what we want the end result to be, and then we just kind of back away from there and we figure out our components, colors, shapes, textures, and then we just start rolling all of that in to create the layers that we want and that we need to deliver the product that you see now.
It is absolutely mind-blowing if you have not been here yet. Okay, 16,000 pumpkins. No easy feat. When do you start planning to get these pumpkins? How do you know how many pumpkins? Where do these pumpkins come from?
These pumpkins come from a secret source. No.
Secret source, people.
Yes. I'll just say this: the farther south you go with pumpkins, the easier it is to get them when we need them, because the climate is more conducive to that. But 16,000 pumpkins. I just again start with a lot of photos and how can I transform this space and really. And what is that going to do with this? I try to take all of the colors of the existing elements in beds or areas and take that and what is going to complement that? What is going to look the best there? And kind of just start building out from there. And I will actually start on next week working on, I've already started making notes for 2024, and we'll start making plans for 2024 next week to get everything lined up.
So your job position is not for a procrastinator.
No, and what's funny is there's a lot of people that know me personally that would say that I'm a little bit of that. But I have a tendency to work better under pressure. And so this is kind of a good fit for me because we're always working up against a deadline. Yeah.
And you work very closely with the, creative team over in Atlanta. So tell me a little bit about that relationship and how you brought, to life. There was Gordy that we introduced in the first hour and a lot of those big, spider creations that come to life.
So Creative Studios is our corporate development and creative team based out of Atlanta. They're amazing to work with, amazingly talented people. And so their task and what they were tasked with when we knew we wanted to do a pumpkin festival was to create these iconic pieces that we could market and that would be just really just over the top. And then I come in and work with them throughout that process so that I can start getting a feel for what I need to do on my end. And then I bring in the layers, the soft goods, if you will, the layers to add and to complement everything that they're already creating.
And there is so much logistical work that goes into it because you were saying, okay, we've got to figure out, yes, we've got 50 pumpkins over here, 100 over here, but you have to make sure meticulously where they're placed. And also the craftsmen and women that come in. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
So we, for instance, this beautiful tree that you see right here, it has to come in at a certain point in time. We can't set all of our shacks and then put this tree in because we can't get the equipment in here to do so. We like all of our guests to think that it just happens magically, and it does look like it happens magically. So try not to give away too much of that. Yeah, but yes, so it's all, we lay it all out in a plan with about a 35-page document that tells everybody what to do and when and how it needs to be done, and so that everything is orchestrated and happens strategically.
Yes, and I love your story because at a young age you kind of messed around with things, you created your own creations, if you will, and then at 18 you started working here at Silver Dollar City and your career took off from there. Just briefly tell us a little bit about that as well.
So I grew up in the back room of flower shops, and also I come from, my grandmother was very creative, a wonderful seamstress. My mom is very creative and was a floral designer. So I kind of grew up in that environment anyway. And then at 18 I started working at Silver Dollar City, waiting tables, and then it wasn't too long after that I met the individual that was the visual design manager at the time, and that's when I knew, it just hit me like a little bolt of lightning, like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, I love that. Kelly, thank you so much. You guys, if you have not been out here to Silver Dollar City during the Harvest Festival, you got to see it to believe it, and especially at night. So come on down. It lasts until the last Saturday in October, so do not wait. October's right around the corner. Come on down. It's happening actually right now, Harvest Festival down here at Silver Dollar City. Back to you guys, Jeremy and Kira.
Maddie, we were just Kenya, but thank you. We were just talking about going down
Kenya.
to.
Sorry.
That's
I knew
okay.
it. I knew it after I said
That's
it.
okay.
It's all good.
That's your one chance.
We were saying your live hits this morning have really, we've got to get there for this
Yep.
Harvest Festival. We have been nothing but excited. The food, the pumpkins, the displays, everything you've said, we've got to get there ASAP.
Yeah.
So you've done an amazing job, and it looks like a beautiful morning down there.
Yes, Kenya. I'm sorry. It came out and I go, that's not it. That is not her name. And I just messed that up. So I apologize. Yes, it is beautiful. The sun is now kind of breaking through the clouds. The rain has stopped. Mother Nature has been good to us. We started off with a little bit of rain, but again, like I said, we glow with the flow here at Harvest Festival at Silver Dollar City. We made it work.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Maddie. We'll see you back in studio tomorrow.